Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. My name is Spartan Elite 43, and welcome back to our Conquistadores of Time campaign. Before we get started, as always, I've got a little bit of a story for you guys. Welcome to the stream, everybody. So, a little bit of backstory for what happened in the last episode, as well as kind of a narrative that we've been following along with. So, let's get this recap started, shall we? As the new year dawned upon the world in January of 1917, an ominous silence descended, a harbinger of the cataclysm that would soon engulf the globe. The Great Reset, they called it, a world-shattering event that saw every fleet vanish overnight, leaving naught but uncertainty and chaos in its wake. Amidst the turmoil, the mighty Spanish Empire stood undeterred, its resolve unshaken by the specter of uncertainty. Armed with the technological prowess bestowed upon them by the conquistadors of time, Spain embarked upon a bold new endeavor to forge a new future upon the ashes of the old. With relentless determination, Spain set to work, marshaling its vast resources to construct a new fleet that would pave the way to a united Spanish earth. From the depths of the shipyards emerged a new breed of warship, each one a testament to Spanish ingenuity and resolve. In February of 1917, the Chinese government dared to issue an ultimatum, a challenge that Spain met with unwavering resolve. With war once again upon them, both nations found themselves locked in a bloody struggle, their territories torn asunder by the ravages of conflict. But Spain, armed with its new fleet, proved to be an unstoppable force. From the sun-scorched plains of southern China to the rugged mountains of Afghanistan, Spanish forces swept through the land like a tidal wave, crushing all who dared oppose them. As the new battleships joined the fray in February of 1920, the days of China were numbered. With relentless precision, Spanish forces systematically dismantled the once proud empire, until at last China bowed before the might of Spanish supremacy in September of 1925. Yet even as the echoes of victory reverberated across the land, Spain knew that its conquest was far from over. With eyes set on the distant horizon, the Spanish Empire turned its gaze towards Russia, its next target in its quest for global domination. As the world braced itself for the coming storm, Admiral Spartan Elite stood upon the bridge of destiny, his gaze fixed upon the horizon of conquest. For the conquistadors of time, the path to glory lay stretched out before them, a testament to the indomitable spirit of the Spanish supremacy, a beacon of hope in a world consumed by the fires of war. All right. Let's get this party started, shall we? You guys ready to take down Russia? Let's get going. All right. The best bot, how's it going? Per Michael, good to see you. Andrew, Aiden, Mr. Monkey, Mason, Wilburger, Jay, Kevin, Will Do. Good to see you guys. Let's get this party started. First thing we got to do is start a war with Russia. So that's going to take a moment, but we're about halfway there, so let's continue to increase tension. We can also... I'm not too worried about increasing tension with Germany at the moment. For whatever reason, I'm not hearing anything. Let me double check something real quick. Okay, that's correct. Where's my headset? Okay, that's set correct. All right. I don't know why I'm not hearing anything. I'm clearly plugged in. All right. You visited an international weapons exhibition, and journalists asked about your impressions. I was not particularly interested because our industry can produce much better weapons. Yeah, I'm not hearing anything. Hold that thought, guys. Let me save and come back. Yo, Thor coming in, dropping a $20 bomb already with 20 gifted memberships. Railfan also welcome. Thank you so much. Get a goat in the chat for Thor, please. Yeah, I'm not hearing anything. Hold that thought. Let me pull up a YouTube video, make sure my headset is actually working. Just random YouTube video.
Hey guys, and welcome to Project Castaway. Looks a bit like Green Hell and Stranded Deep had a baby.
Still can't hear anything. All right. Fantastic. I found it out. I figured it out, guys. All right. Turns out if you don't make sure that the connectors on your headset are connected all the way, they don't work. Shocker. That's enough of that. All right, let's get back into this. Sorry about that, guys. Everything seems to be working now. What up, Godzilla? Ladon, good to see you. Jordan as well. Sneaking. Cooking. Josh, how's it going? This is Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, a game where you get to design and build your ships and take them into battle against the AI. We have currently captured most of the world. There is only 3 major countries left, and we are one of them. So our goal for today will be to crush Russia and then get us ready to fight Germany to finish off the campaign, hopefully in the next episode, but we'll see. So our goal today is to fight Russia. So the sooner we can get into a fight with Russia, the better. Your USS Alaska is almost done. Nice. Congrats. Hope you enjoy. She's a great ship. She really is. All right, so we're at 63 minus relations with Russia, so they're getting very upset with us, which is good. It's what we want. Is this similar to Hearts of Iron? It has some aspects kind of like Hearts of Iron 4. It's not quite as in-depth as Hearts of Iron 4 is. This focuses mainly on just naval combat. There is some tabletop strategy sort of deal, kind of like Hearts of Iron and some of those other strategy games. But yeah, this really heavily focuses on the naval side of things. But we have gotten to a point in the campaign where we have absolutely dominated all the way through, and wiped out everybody that has opposed us. So I don't expect too much out of the Russians once we do fight them, but we'll see. You've started a German campaign? Nice. By the way, this game is available on Steam for your PC if you're interested. They are coming out with a new multiplayer version of the game as well, which I have been granted access to thanks to the developer and Brother Monroe specifically, getting his help to help get my name in there. But I've never spoken to the developers of the game. I'm pretty confident they've watched my stuff at some point because we've had too many things get fixed like in the middle of a campaign, right after I call it out. So I'm pretty confident the developers have at least stopped by our streams at times and watched. But I've never actually spoken to any of the developers for this game, despite having this game since pre-alpha, like way back in the day before it was even available on Steam. But Brother Monroe has pretty close ties. Stealth has pretty good ties with the developers, and Brother Monroe was able to secure me a key to the multiplayer test. And me and Brother Monroe actually sat down Friday, and played a couple of rounds where we built our ships up and fought each other. It's very, very early on, but it does look interesting. I ain't gonna lie. What up, Cosmo? Can I ask a serious question? I notice when you play or stream Legends, you get very angry at your team. Why don't you always play with somebody, some of your better fans? Well, the reason is because people like to watch me get upset. So when I stream Legends, I usually stream it solo because that's what people want to see. Most people tune in to see me play and try to win solo. And they relate to the frustration. So that's why I tend to be solo. But I appreciate you. All right. So we're still at minus 63. It's going to take a little bit of time to get Russia upset with us, but we're going to keep trying. Make sure we're on invade on both of these. Let's move these guys up into the Sea of Ohotnik. That'll put pressure on these guys up here, while we put pressure down here as well. All right. Next. Beautiful. Minus 76. We're getting very close to war now. What up, Y-Cat? How's it going? What happened to the world? Why is it all Spain? Highly recommend you go back and start at the beginning. It's been a heck of a campaign. Basically, the premise for this campaign, if you guys are new to the series, is that there was a massive world war in the future, and Spain was coming up on the losing end of this world war. But through science, they managed to unlock the secrets of temporal manipulation, aka time travel. And they were able to send a single fleet, along with blueprints for refitting factories and building the schematics for their new fleet and technologies. Back to the past, to 1890, where they would eventually come in to be accepted by the Spanish government as their own. And they would immediately set their sights on conquering America, from America, after we finished taking America, we would move west or east, depending on which way you look at it. It's the funny thing about going west. If you go west long enough, you end up in the east. After we conquered America, we moved in to take over Japan. We took that very quickly. After Japan, we ended up getting in a prolonged war with Britain, where we took all of their territories. After we finished our war with Britain, France wanted some, so we gave France their fight. While fighting France, we also ended up fighting Italy, so we crushed both of those guys. Once we fought Italy and France, we moved in to take Austria-Hungary out. And then once we took out Austria-Hungary, we ended up moving over here to China and taking China out in the previous episode. So that's where we're at this point. And now our sights are on the Soviet Union. It's time. It's time to take out the Russians. Good evening, Bug of Action. How's it going? What would I think if they added hybrid battleships? I don't think we need them. I think carriers are plenty annoying enough without having hybrid battleships in the game. That's just my opinion. All right. So we're at minus 82 relations with the Russians, so we're getting very close. Viva la Spain, indeed. Also, let's be honest. Hybrid battleships are ugly as crap. One of the most cursed images in the world is the image of one of the Iowa-class battleships with a flight deck. Ugh. It's ugly, man. I love my Iowas. That I hate. I hate that look. The Soviet Union has sent us an ultimatum demanding to withdraw our fleet that is operating near their borders, claiming that it threatens their trade lines with neighboring countries. The government requires your advice on how to reply. Well, I've got one word for you. No. And on top of that, the only people that you need to worry about trading with is us. So don't worry. You won't have to worry your pretty little face much longer, Russia. All right? We will trade with you once we own you. So, good luck. This is an absolute disgrace. We should never accept this. If they want war, then so be it. And we are officially at war with Russia. Let's go. All right, let's just do a little recap, shall we? Just putting this out there. Russia's fleet currently consists of 5 battlecruisers. After the Great Reset set up, they do have 48 new ships getting built currently, but 5 battlecruisers is currently what they own. They have a total tonnage of 122,195 tons. By comparison, we have 30 ships, 10 of which are battleships, 20 of destroyers. And we have a total tonnage of 912,664 tons. They have an army force of just 708,000 currently. They will be able to conscript more than that. I mean, Russia has a pretty substantial population, as you guys can see. Their home state population is 92.264 million. And their outside population is 9.8 million. Their army logistics is a little bit lackluster at only 23%. Whereas we have a home state population of just 29.699 million, but an outside population of 1.3 billion. Our army force currently consists of 33,170,110 troops, and they are fully outfitted for war. So, yeah, I don't think they're going to quite enjoy this. Just a thought. All right, let's begin. Our naval invasion of the Russian Far East begins now. Let's also move these guys down to Korshakov to get ready. We will invade South Sakhalin as well, as soon as we get a chance. What up, Razor? How's it going? Johnny, good to see you. Alex, welcome. We're very close to finishing our campaign of conquering the world, which is incredible, because we've done it pretty quickly, too. Even though there's still several years left. But, all right, naval invasion of the Russian Far East has commenced. It will take just 6 months, so 5 more months, and we will own the Russian Far East. As soon as we can, we will invade South Sakhalin as well. So next month, we will begin our invasion of South Sakhalin. I hope I say that correctly. I don't know how to pronounce it. That's the closest I've got to it. Jess, welcome. Good to see you. Hope you had a great weekend. By the way, I hope everybody had a great Mother's Day. Obviously, Mother's Day is a little bit rough for me in particular because my mom passed away in 2016. But I did wish my sister a happy Mother's Day and all of my family. Right. Naval invasion of South Sakhalin should commence shortly. We should have no trouble taking that. This appears to be commencing. I mean, we do have most of our fleet right here, so invading Russian Far East shouldn't take too long. All right, let's keep it going. It's been 2 years since your mom passed. I feel you there, Thor. Sorry for your loss. You don't realize just how much you miss somebody until you don't have a chance to see them anymore. It really is. That's why I always try to tell everybody, just love your family, man, for real. Life's too short. You never know when your last moment will be with your family. So just love your family. If that's the only thing you can accomplish in your life, love your family. What up, Laser? Welcome. I'm glad you enjoy, my dude. By the way, if you guys enjoy Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, I have playlist after playlist of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, dating all the way back to pre-alpha times, okay? I've been playing this game for over 5 years. I've done challenges and stuff with other YouTubers where we did like custom battles, where we had specific scenarios. Worked with Stealth 17 Gaming, Brother Monroe. It used to be History Guy Gaming, but I'm pretty sure he changed his name. We had like lots of different creators through the years that we've worked with, and this game has been a lot of fun. It's been fun to watch this game develop through the years. 5 years of development with us tagging along. It's been a lot of fun. I've thoroughly enjoyed every bit of it. There's definitely been some frustration, but I mean that's to be expected. But overall, this is a very fun game, and I highly recommend it to anybody who loves like naval combat. It may look like a lot to learn initially, but I promise you, it's not as bad as you think. Once you get in, it becomes pretty easy to figure out what you need to do, and from there, smooth sailing. It's just a lot of fun. Two big sections away from the Montana project. I've got so many videos on the Montana. Highly recommend you check those out. I don't remember. I'm pretty confident that I just released a Montana video recently, or relatively recently, where I talked about the strengths of the Montana after it was buffed and stuff. Yeah, highly recommend. I've got lots of videos on the Montana to help you figure out how you should angle, when to get the guns away, when to hold. If you learn to master angling in the Montana, you will absolutely love the ship. All right, let's keep it going. Right now, there's not a whole lot going on. The Russians are scrambling to try to get ships into the neighborhood, but by the time they get here, we will already have taken vast amounts of their territory. If UAD is now multiplayer, then War on the Sea. Well, UAD is not yet multiplayer. They do have a multiplayer client, but it is very, very early on. So it'll be a while before it's fleshed out to a point where they release the multiplayer version. But I will say this: it was a lot of fun. But yeah, there's definitely a lot that they need to work on, for sure. But it's a good start. You've been so sick? I'm sorry to hear that, Jess. I hope you start feeling better. All right, 2 more months. Is the Sinop any good? The Russians are all pretty solid. They have their big weakness, which is their broadside. If you get caught broadside in any Russian ship, it is GG. There is no coming back from it. But the reason I don't play them a whole lot is because of the limited damage controls and because they're just massive. Doesn't mean they're not good ships. I enjoy a good romp occasionally in the Vladivostok. Can be a lot of fun. But yeah, highly recommend never giving anybody your broadside in one of those ships. It will not end in your favor. All right, 1 more month and we should own this. And 3 more months and we will finish this. So let's get this party started. I like how we initiate a land invasion as we take the territory. Go figure. All right, that is 1 territory taken. Let's go ahead and move you up here. You will take southern Siberia next. Let's see where the Russian ships are. Have they left any ports? We are initiating land invasions of their their western provinces of Ukraine and eastern Poland. We've got 2 million troops coming from Hungary into Ukraine right now from the west. Are we initiating any land invasions anywhere else? I don't see any. There's a lot of troops to be marching out of Hungary. But this is what we do. This is what we do, baby. All right. Let's go ahead and keep this party rolling. What up, Iowa? Good to see you. For the most part, yes, but there's some nuance there as well. All right, let's go ahead and start the naval invasion of southern Siberia. Apparently, we don't need that much tonnage to take southern Siberia, so we may go ahead and split this fleet just a little bit and start grabbing Kamchatka as well. We finish this next turn, and then we will invade northern Sakhalin next. Yeah, Stalingrad is amazing. But, again, it has that glaring weakness. If you get caught broadside, you do not pass go. You do not collect $200. You are done. So, the main threat to a Russian ship is its broadside. Don't get fooled into giving up an angle when you can be shot back. That is the one thing that you have to learn about the Russians. You cannot afford to show up even a little too much of your broadside, because it never ends in your favor. All right, this will only take 3 months, so that's nice. All right, we should be able to start our invasion. Actually, if we're going to go ahead and do a land invasion of North Sakhalin, we don't have to worry about grabbing that the old-fashioned way. So we can actually just go ahead and take these guys over to Petro. Actually, let's swap these guys out. We'll send this fleet over here. We only need I lied. Send these guys over to Petro. Naval invasion of... Okay, I'm not in the neighborhood close enough, apparently. I got to get over into these waters before I can start the naval invasion of Kamchatka. That's fine. No hurry. We're doing just fine. We will conquer these guys pretty quickly, I would assume. Our land invasions are progressing very quickly, so, again, to be expected, I suppose. Their army logistics are already being torn asunder, which is exactly what we were hoping for. We currently have a... Yeah, our army force is still 33 million. They are at 924 million. So they are starting to conscript armies. So it's we need to hurry that up a little bit, because the more territory we can take from them before they get their armies going, that would be better. But Kamchatka will be our next target. Let's keep going. What up, Tuxedo? Good evening. Yeah, so the biggest issue right now is that the Russians don't have a large navy. They only had 6 battlecruisers total. And so they're probably not that willing to throw their ships away. But also, their ships are all the way over here. So here's 3 battlecruisers right here. So their ships seem to be moored in the Baltics. So it's going to take them a long time before they get anywhere near us. And we are invading them everywhere right now. So they're kind of reeling. The war caught them very unprepared. I don't know where the rest of their navy is, but we know half of their navy is right here. And I'm not seeing any of the rest of them. So this might just be Russia saying, okay, look, we can't stop them from doing what they're doing. So what we're going to do is fortify our western front first, and then we will just stand our ground once they get here. That's basically probably what the AI is thinking in this situation. All right, let's move over to Providencia, whatever it's called. If we go into here, we should be able to invade Kamchatka. Again, these invasions over here in the west are looking very promising. So we'll see how that turns out. This is also going to go relatively quickly. I don't expect them to put up much of a fight here. So let's go. Yeah, we're going to crush this, no problem. Naval invasion here, we have a 100% chance to succeed as well. So perfect. And now that leads us right around to the other side of the world for the moment. We should be able to get ready to invade, I forget what this is called. It'll be Eastern Siberia. But welcome everybody to the stream. Don't forget, if you guys enjoy, make sure you guys punch that like button for me, especially on these off streams that aren't World of Warships Legends. It does help the channel out immensely, get a few more eyes on the channel. So thank you guys so much. Alright, so we should be able to start the naval invasion of Eastern Siberia as well. That should be very quick. How goes our invasions here? We're halfway done. This one is a little over half, so Ukraine will be ours shortly. This land invasion is progressing, so we're doing fine there. This will finish in 4 months. What up, Drift King? Three more months there. We're at 70% over here. Two more months to finish the invasion of Eastern Siberia. Two more months to take this as well. Yep. This will be maybe 3 more months to finish the invasion of Ukraine. And then we've got maybe 4 more months to finish our invasion of Eastern Poland. Beautiful. Alright, next turn. Yeah, it's already in the late 20s. We've done really well, though. But yeah, the sooner we can wrap up the war with Russia, the better. Alright, so we have officially wrapped up the war up here. So now we are going to send these guys all the way up to the north to start taking northern Russia. Over here at Archangelsk. Archangelsk. Obviously, this will wrap up next month. Once that finishes, we will send that fleet down here to the south, I think. Maybe start invading some of this territory here. I'm not sure if I can invade him with just that small fleet, but we'll see. It's going to take a couple of months for our fleet to traverse around the top of Russia, though. Meanwhile, the wars are raging down here in Eastern Europe. We've got 2 more months to take Ukraine. We are attacking Ukraine on 3 separate fronts now. And we are still invading Eastern Poland. Our invasion of Northern Sakhalin is also going well. The Soviets are now officially over a million troops in their army, so they are bolstering their troops numbers at least, even if their army logistics is failing them. All right, keep it going. Basically, our ships are modern. Well, what we would consider more modern. I'll give you guys a look at them after this. Okay, Kamchatka is officially ours. Let's take this fleet, move them back across. I don't think Russia has any outside territories. I think it's all relatively in the middle. So we'll send you up here to check out the Black Sea. I don't know if I'll be able to invade any of these because they're probably all too big, but we'll see. For one fleet, anyway. Alright, let's take a look at the fleet so you guys can see. So, this is the Conquistador class battleship that was built in the last episode. She's an absolute beauty of a ship. God darn it. Look at that thing. bristling with secondaries. Absolutely gorgeous, man. She's just got a good profile to her. I really do like it. But she's got 18-inch guns. She's got 12 18-inch guns. She's got 56 6-inch guns. And she's got 8 2-inch guns. You know, just for good measure. The 2-inch guns are right here on the bridge. But the 6-inch guns are right down here on the side. You got the 18-inch guns. You get 12 18-inch guns. Also, we got a couple of 2-inch guns up here on top, I think. Yeah, these aren't actually gun turrets. The 2-inch guns are mounted on top of the turret. The little quad Bofors actions. Looks slightly Italian. I don't know about that, but it is a good looking ship. What up, Dewan? Welcome. And then the destroyer, I mean, it's just pretty much a basic destroyer. There's not a whole lot of craziness with the destroyer. It is a very large destroyer, but we've got a 6 5-inch guns in a 3x2 configuration. Then we've got 10 24-inch torpedoes, which would be like the Japanese long lance torpedoes, the 630 millimeters, whatever that is. But 24-inch oxygen-fueled torpedoes capable of reaching out and touching things. But these things also have some secondaries. Lots of 3-inch guns right here on the side, as you can see. So we have 9 3-inch guns per side, so a total of 18 3-inch guns. Or 3.9-inch guns, sorry. So, pretty big destroyer, but very, very capable. Don't underestimate this destroyer. It will ruin your day. All right, back to the task at hand. How goes the invasion? You will finish in 2 turns, 2 months. You will finish next month, so Ukraine will fall next month, which will be glorious. That'll free up some troops to start invading potentially these guys, because we will then have cut them off and have them surrounded. So once we take Ukraine, Moldova should hopefully get invaded pretty soon thereafter. Meanwhile, we are a few months still away from taking North Sakhalin. You guys haven't arrived on scene yet. Our fleet that's coming from Asia still hasn't arrived in the Black Sea yet either. So we gotta wait for that. So, yeah. While our fleets traverse the globe, let's keep this party rolling. Yeah, it's basically the same. It actually might be slightly better than the one that sank the battleship with its guns. But yes. Actually, if it was in the last episode, yes, that would be the one that sank the battleship with its guns. Because we built those in the last episode, so. Alright, Ukraine has been conquered. Beautiful. Like I said, that frees up Moldova. Moldova's completely surrounded by us now, so I would expect a land invasion of Moldova hopefully soon. Our invasion of Eastern Poland is going to wrap up hopefully next month. We'll see. But again, that looks like it's progressing very nicely. Our fleet has arrived in northern Russia, so let's go ahead and begin our naval invasion of northern Russia. Our second fleet is now officially in the Bay of Bengal, moving over towards the Black Sea. try to get them there. All right. Invasion of Archangels can begin. I lied. Apparently they changed the port to Murmansk instead. So we'll have to go invade Murmansk. What up, NH Basil? Basil? Appreciate you dropping in. Dart, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Lucas, good to see you as well. Appreciate you dropping in. That's all good, my dude. I appreciate you dropping in. You can definitely build pretty much anything that you want in this game when it comes to the classes. You can build everything. We started our campaign in 1890 with essentially future tech, right? We've got like modern tech in 1890, which is what allowed us to quickly establish, you know, our dominance over the world and then push that further. But like generally speaking, you would start in like 1890, or you could choose whatever decade you want to start in. You don't have to start in the 1890s. But if you start in 1890, you build yourself up. You can choose from several different countries. Let's get these guys over to the naval invasion zone. But you can build everything from torpedo boats to destroyers to light cruisers to semi-armored cruisers to armored cruisers to super cruisers, battle cruisers, and battleships. And the battleships can go from anything from like pre-dreadnoughts to super dreadnoughts, and then eventually to a more modern and super battleships. So you cover a lot of different tech, man. It's great. And your campaign can go from 1890 all the way up to 1965, I believe. I believe that's the cutoff, is 1965. So plenty of time to get all of your ambitions out of the way. All right, so our invasion over here is still going well. Few more months and this will be ours. We will control that entire island. That'll cut them off from the Pacific completely. We are starting our invasion here. It's going to take a little bit of time, probably 8 months by the time we actually get into that port. Let's see what we can do down here in the south now. We can't start our naval invasion down here yet, but I would like to see what we can actually invade. And hopefully our government will go ahead and invade Moldova soon. We do have them beset on all sides, so I would expect that to be a thing. What is the difference between a torp boat and a destroyer? Torp boats were the very early destroyers. So very small, very tiny. If you look at a destroyer versus a torp boat, it would basically be like looking at a modern military destroyer versus a fishing boat. Basically, the earliest torpedo boats were basically fishing boats that had torpedoes strapped to them. That's what you're getting after. So very tiny. I think the larger size torpedo boats got up to about 800 or 900 tons. That would be a large torpedo boat. All right, let's see what we can do. Is there anybody that we can actually invade? I guess we could try Georgia. So let's go ahead and send you down to Pulte here to invade, or Poti to invade Georgia. That'll give us a foothold here. I don't know if we have enough tonnage to try to invade Crimea, but we'll try. Like I said, this fleet's all by itself, so if we can capture some territory here, that'd be great. All right. This will, in fact, take 6 more months. Next. Still have not encountered the Russian fleet yet. They were building like 40 new vessels, so I would expect at some point we're going to encounter them. And now we've lost some transports in the Okhotsk region. Did they just pump out ships over here? Doesn't say they did, so I don't know how we lost anything over there. Weird. Doesn't matter because next month this will be ours. They will lose that port. So no chance for them to be a problem for much longer. This will take 5 months, so 4 more months. We've got 5 more months up here as well. So both of those will wrap up roughly about the same time. Trying to keep the Russians off balance here. I still have not initiated a land invasion of Moldova yet. Come on, guys, get with it. We have 34 million troops. Let's put some of them to use, boys. And then, like I said, this will wrap up next month. So let's keep it going. Yeah, they're a destroyer with no armor, too. That's the other thing. Have a good one, Aiden. Appreciate you dropping in. Sorry I missed you. I don't think I called you out, but appreciate you, my dude. So far, their war with Russia has gone to plan. Three more months and we take Georgia. 4 more months and we take northern Russia. Then we can move from northern Russia down into the Baltics and start taking Finland. Then we'll move from there to start grabbing the Baltic states. Latvia, Estonia, and Lithuania. But good news is we did wrap this up, so that is completely ours now. So the only territory they have is from here east, or here west, which is good news for us. I would also like to see us potentially start invading like Kyrgyzstan here from Xinjiang. That'd be nice. Maybe Kazakhstan as well. Or Kazakhstan. I don't know why I always call it Kazakhstan. It's Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan, pardon. Learn to speak. All right. Well, again, I don't know where their fleet ended up at all. Germany continues its advance through Africa to grab up all the territory that we don't currently own. Which is fine, because as soon as we go to war with Germany, that's going to be a problem for them. All right, let's keep it going. In your campaign, the French failed to cross the Mahano or the Majano, and the counterattack has begun. Nice. The Germans seem to be warming up to us. I'm not going to allow that. I'm going to continue irritating them. I don't want to be allies. I want you to be fearful because you are next. Like, if you think I'm stopping at Russia, you got another thing coming, Germany. We're going to see this through. That I can assure you. The Russians have discovered the technology of modern battleship hull designs. Very interesting. Unfortunately, by the time they get to build any of them, they might not exist anymore. Some would say it is a situation of too little, too late. Our unrest is a little bit high, which is a little bit concerning, because we already know what happens if that gets too high. But one more month, we finish our invasion of Georgia. 2 more months, we finish our invasion of northern Russia. Now, this is the thing. We've got to be careful, because if we do these invasions, it's increasing our unrest. We don't want to get to a point where our unrest spirals out of control. We need some sort of like naval invasion that allows us to, or naval fight that allows us to fight something and kill it, so that we get some of that unrest pulled back. But unfortunately, the Russians' navy is nowhere to be found. Okay, Georgia is officially ours. The unrest did come down a little bit. Next month, we will also take northern Russia. So I guess next we will try to invade Crimea. So let's send these guys up to Sevastopol. It's not necessarily a given that we're going to be able to do this with a single smaller fleet, but we might be able to pull it off. Still have no idea where their fleet is. Doesn't really matter, because we're doing what we're doing regardless. Regardless of what they think, we are going to do what we're going to do. Our territory is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. All right. Well, next. I said next. Arabia's new leader is currently considered a threat to the Spanish state due to some recent mishaps in the shared borders. The tension between the two countries increases dangerously, and a major offensive is expected. Okay. So we are invading Arabia from Bahrain, and we're sending 1.2 million troops to do it. I mean, far be it for me to question the Kremlin, but, or the Kremlin. Far be it for me to question the Spanish leadership, but is this really of utmost importance right now? Like, we've got so many other things that we could be invading. Like Russia, you know? All right, let's head up to northern Finland. Now we're starting to get into the territory we may actually end up encountering their... I mean, the last known position of their fleet. Oh, they're right here. I see two battlecruisers right there. Okay. We might actually get a skirmish in the near future. We will see. Naval invasion down here doesn't have a 100% chance to succeed, unfortunately. But we will see how it progresses. Might get lucky. We are invading Crimea, after all. Meanwhile, these guys will make their way around to northern Finland to invade at Oulu. Oulu? Oulu. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. Walu? Somebody's gonna have to let me know. I know I got some Finnish folks out there. Let me know how you pronounce Oulu. All right, we've initiated a major offensive from Georgia against southern Russia. So this is about to get interesting. Still got this fight going on down here. I like how we immediately started a land invasion of southern Russia from Georgia, but I couldn't start a freaking land invasion of Moldova yet. Because reasons, clearly. All right, let's go ahead and start the naval invasion of northern Finland. Send you guys a little bit closer up in there. Like I said, they do have, that's German. No idea where their fleet just took off to. They were close, and then they ran away. Fair enough, I guess. All right. Well, continue. Oh, I see him right there. At least they're giving us a chance to get the unrest under control. Okay. We are progressing here, so that's good news. This is still not a guarantee that we take Crimea, so we'll have to see how that turns out. Might have to reinvade it. This one, however, is guaranteed, and in 2 months we'll finish the invasion of northern Finland. Just systematically wiping them out. Taking all of their key ports. One more month. 17%, 23%. So yeah, this, I mean, looks like Arabia is going to be ours. I'm not against taking Arabia. I just don't think it was a priority in this situation. But, you know, again, who am I to question the leadership of Spain? I love that the Russians aren't even trying to fight us. Like, their land armies are trying to fight us, but they're failing miserably. Their navy is just like, nope, can't be bothered. I think I'll hide over here at Riga. Next. All right, northern Finland has fallen. Move our fleet south to invade southern Finland. %, 33%. So all of that is going to plan. Still haven't initiated a land invasion of Moldova, surprisingly. The Russian Navy is only a single battlecruiser? What happened to their Navy? Did they scrap their old battlecruisers because they knew that they couldn't compete with us? Is that what happened? Like, I'm so confused. It's a 24,000-ton battlecruiser, so it's not exactly a tiny battlecruiser, but still. I mean, it's not a big one, but it's crazy. It's like, yeah, we can't fight them, so we're just going to scrap these. Russia has essentially just given up at this point. What up, Aaron? Welcome to the stream. We actually captured Crimea. That is awesome. Like, we had a better than average chance of taking it, but that's still hilarious to me that we actually ended up taking it. All right, well, with that taken, I mean, there's really nothing else for this fleet to do. Could send them north. But I don't want to take all of their ports here yet. I guess we can send them up here to Lithuania. Might as well. Because now they have no... I mean, obviously southern Russia. But we're working on capturing that right now. They've lost 95,000 men. We've lost 6,800. So I think we're winning that fight. But if I take all of their ports, they cease to exist, which leaves a lot of territory that might become, or that would become ungoverned. So we're going to have to get into a situation where once we get to their final, like, territory, we start thinking about our war with Germany instead. Speaking of, let's continue to increase tensions with the Germans. Let's get that ready to go. Next turn. All right, we have arrived, so let's go ahead and start our invasion of Lithuania. They should be close enough. Just double check. Let's get closer. This will be finished in 4 months. We will finish our invasion of southern Finland. And then I think I will try to grab central Russia. And we will leave either Estonia or Latvia as their final port. 37,051. So it looks like Latvia is the bigger port. So we'll attack Estonia and central Russia. We'll leave Latvia for now. Though there's no guarantee that my once I do grab that territory that we don't just straight up try to invade Latvia. So I might have to be careful there. Basically, I want to give our government the chance to take all of their territory by land first, is what we're going for. But next. Hey, we finally initiated the land invasion of Moldova. That took a while. Apparently the Germans are building a new navy. Okay, we're 500 and or we're 51% of the invasion of southern Russia. We are 3 months out from finishing the invasion of southern Finland. And 2 months out from finishing our invasion of Lithuania. A few months away from grabbing Arabia as well. All right. Well, keep it going. Have they built anything yet? They're building. They have 0 ships. They literally scrapped everything that they had and now have 28 ships building. Will their ships be built in time to save them from being crushed? The answer is probably not. Meanwhile, the Germans scrapped quite a few of their ships as well. They currently have the second largest navy with 2 battleships, 4 battlecruisers, 18 heavy cruisers, 15 light cruisers, and 33 destroyers. So at least we might get a fight out of the Germans. But we'll see. We will see. Germans also have a 100% army logistics as well. So that's going to be a fight. Which is why I kind of wanted to save the Germans for last. All right, so 3 months there. 2 more months there. What up, Corey? Appreciate you dropping in. Hope you have a great night as well. Let's keep increasing tensions with the Germans, please. 1 more month here. Lithuania will be ours. We did start a naval or a land invasion from northern Finland into southern Finland, but 2 months and that'll be finished anyway. This is progressing nicely at Moldova. This is also progressing, but not nearly as quickly as I would like, from Georgia into southern Russia. And then we've got the war down here for Arabia that's going pretty well. Yo, Jordan, thank you so much, man. I didn't see your message earlier. I did say hello earlier, but I didn't see your message. But thank you so much, man, and congrats on your 40 months, man. Absolutely OG on the channel. Get some goats in the chat for Jordan, please. Freaking 40 months. Thank you so much, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. You're definitely up there, man, in terms of people that have been a member for the longest. Like that's insane. Thank you so much, man. Hope you're having a great weekend as well. All right, Lithuania is ours. So move up to grab Estonia, I guess. One more month and southern Finland will be ours as well. Alright, southern Finland is ours. Let's take these guys over and invade central Russia. Okay, this is picking up again. This is going to finish relatively soon as well. We got any other invasions going on? I don't see anything. Next turn. Just poke the Germans if we can. Oh, we can't because I initiated a naval invasion. For some reason, you can't post a membership chat. Yeah, I don't know how that works. I'll be honest. I don't know how that works. I don't think it's like Twitch. I don't think you get to like when you re-up your membership, but I think it has to be like if you re-up your membership while the stream is on. I think that's when it pops up. YouTube's weird like that. I kind of wish it was like Twitch where you can drop a member chat and show off like share your progress or share your thing. I'm not sure how it works. Alright, so this will take another 5 months for our invasion of northern, or central China, or central Russia. Good lord, I can't speak, man. We're a few months away from that. I'm actually going to hold off on invading Estonia. Let's send these guys down to get ready to invade western Poland. I'm going to leave 2 ports open for now because I have a feeling I don't want them to capitulate. I don't want us to end up doing a land invasion that takes one of these ports and then stops us from being able to take the rest of their territory. I do want all of it. I want it all. I want it all. I want it now. All right. Poke the Germans. All right, Arabia has officially been conquered. We are 4 months away from taking central Russia. That is a lot of their population. Yeah, so if we take central Russia, that's the majority of their population. That will vastly reduce their army potential. Especially with us going into southern Russia as well. That's another 10 million people that they're about to lose from their empire. So next turn, southern Russia should fall. That is a lot of orange, folks. That is a lot of orange. I thought our Japanese playthrough was crazy with the amount of territory we took. I feel like we've beaten that. I feel like we've beaten that. That's crazy. All right. Yeah, let's just keep it going. Next turn. Southern Russia has fallen. Our invasion of central Russia is progressing beautifully. Now, these are only 1.1 and 1.2. This is 7 million people here. So Belarus would be another one that would be good to get land invaded soon. But I would expect that to happen after we wrap up the... I mean, we did just wrap up the land invasion here, so we'll see if we end up doing something there. Keep increasing tensions with Germany, please. Right now, most of this is out of our control. We're just waiting for our land armies to invade different provinces at this point. I would like to see these guys get invaded down in Armenia and Azerbaijan as well. That would be good. And potentially start the invasion on this side as well. But we'll see how it turns out. When is the next Legend stream? Usually on Wednesdays, my guy. Usually Wednesdays. Appreciate you dropping in, though. All right, we are officially invading Belarus. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, so that's good. The Russians have built a ship. The Russians have built 2 ships, 2 heavy cruisers. Good luck with that, sunshine. If you think your heavy cruisers are going to save you, I think you're vastly mistaken. Vastly underestimating your enemy. All right, well, that'll take a huge chunk out of their population. This will take a huge chunk out of their population. The Russians are going to be reduced to basically nothing at this point. They currently have a home state population of 44.6 million people, but we'll see how long that lasts. Their army is down to just 677,000. And they're not very well equipped. So we should be able to easily steamroll any land invasion just by sheer volume, let alone being better equipped. So, I can't poke the Germans again, so let's hold. What up, Ghost Knight? Appreciate you dropping in. If St. Vincent comes to Legends, would you like it as much as you like the Duncan? I would assume. I have no idea. Never played it. So, I love Duncan. I enjoy the Duncan a lot. So I would assume that I would like the St. Vincent. But yeah, having never played it, I won't know. Won't know till we try, my dude. Everybody always asks me questions about stuff that could come or is coming. And like, I always tell everybody the same thing. It's like, I won't know till I get my hands on it. Like, I truly don't, I don't know. There's very few ships. Good Lord, I am tongue twisted out crazy tonight. That I've played on PC. So, like, I don't know a lot of the ships until they get here. I've heard of them, I've seen them in action, but until they actually show up in Legends, I have no idea. Alright, this is progressing. Very nice. This is almost over. The Germans did expand their territory again, so now it's just Egypt that holds out. And Basutoland down here, we still haven't managed to invade yet. But there's also another Swaziland. So Swaziland and Basutoland both are independent, which is annoying. Next turn. Central Russia has been conquered. Beautiful. That reduces them drastically. They now have a home state population of just 44.5 million people. Their army force has been cut down to just 444,000 people. So roughly about 10% of their overall population. Meanwhile, our population continues to grow and our army force continues to grow with it. We are now attacking Belarus from 2 different fronts. Send you over to the North Sea. Start trying to get on the Germans' bad side. As we wrap up trying to take all of their territory. We did start a land invasion of Moldova. I forgot about that. So this will be done in a couple of months. Looks like maybe three or 4 months. I'm going to say 3. 3 months. Moldova should be ours. Also would like to see us eventually invade Siberian Russia here. Considering we do surround it on all sides. With the exception of Kazakhstan here. overall, everything has gone to plan, so pretty happy with this so far. Alright, keep it going. What up, Dragon King? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Would you like South Dakota if it came to Legends? I don't know what the South Dakota is. I would assume the South Dakota would be a South Dakota class, which would be the same thing as Alabama and Massachusetts. So, I mean, we already have two of them in the game. Do we need a third? It's the same situation with the Iowas. I love my Iowas, but do we really need another Iowa class? Same thing with the Sodex. Okay, so yeah, 2 more months and Moldova will fall. We have started our invasion of Azerbaijan, so that shouldn't take too long as well. Beautiful. Finally starting to get our government to, like, step up and take these territories. Starting to get rid of the border gore as well. Soon, it will just be orange. It's called, yes, we need more American battleships, do we though? Alright, let's keep it, increased tension. There are 3 different Dakota classes. Battleship the USA had during World War II and Korean War. So yeah, that's what I thought. So it's the Sodex. That's what you're talking about. So yeah, South Dakota. It didn't register in my head until after I said it. But yeah, South Dakota is literally the South Dakota, the Alabama, and the Massachusetts, right? I think there were 3 of them. So I mean, we already have Alabama, Massachusetts. What is South Dakota offering? Like, what would its gimmick be? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when they brought in New Jersey, they brought it in as a Azure Lane, New Jersey, right? So maybe there's an Azure Lane, South Dakota. I don't know if there is. I don't play the game, so you guys would have to let me know. But that would be the only way I really see the South Dakota coming in. You thought the South Dakota class were decommissioned after World War II because they weren't fast enough. I mean, the South Dakota class was the predecessor to the Iowa class. And the Iowa class was the fastest battleships in the world. And after World War II, we didn't really see a need to have as many battleships because they were just obsolete at that point. We kept the Iowas around for a long time because they were fast. They were very good at what they did. So there was really no reason to keep the older battleships around. That being said, the South Dakota class was a very good class in and of its own. I mean, Massachusetts went toe-to-toe with the unfinished Jean Bart, whooped Jean Bart's ass at the Battle of Casablanca. So, I mean, they did some things. All right, Moldova will wrap up next month. Our invasion of this Azerbaijan is going well. We are invading Belarus on 3 sides now. That is a lot of troops being sent into this one country. They are officially crapping out battleships and battlecruisers now. So we actually have something to fight. That'll be fun. Let's see if we can't draw them into a fight. See if we can't get these guys to fight us. Get a naval fight going while we're waiting for the land fights to do their thing. Alright, next turn. Moldova has fallen. Russia mobilized to launch a naval invasion against my southern Finland? Are you out of your goddamn mind? I didn't even know that was a thing. Well, good luck with that, sunshine. I guess we'll go up here and defend our freaking southern Finland. How do they even do that? They don't even have 100,000 tons. I guess they do, technically. Technically, they do. Well, good luck with that, Russia. You little turds. Oh, they're coming over here, huh? Currently have a 100% chance to succeed in defending our southern Finland. This is progressing nicely. This will wrap up in a few months, probably 6 months. Is there anything else going on that I need to consider? I don't think so. Still waiting for any of these countries over here, or these territories over here to be invaded. Russia is down to a population of around 20 million total. But we're going to try to take even more of that away from them. Next turn. What up, Nito? Good to see you. Cosmo, appreciate you dropping in as well. So South Dakota is a super rare, where New Jersey is an ultra rare. Gotcha. So there's a chance that South Dakota could come to Legends as an Azure Lane ship then. That would be the only way that I see South Dakota coming in. It'd be kind of like New Jersey at that point. You believe there was a South Dakota class that was designed with 12 16-inch guns but never built? Yeah, I was going to say, that sounds an awful lot like Kansas or Minnesota. But yeah, I don't know. There were a lot of designs that never actually came to fruition. All right, we have a naval battle, guys. The Russian Navy has decided that they want to take on our massive fleet. They didn't even bother taking on the small fleet. They're like, no, we're going after the big fleet. That is not going to end in your favor. So we have the Imperator Alexander III, a 24,000-ton battleship. That is a small battleship. We have 2 battle cruisers at 31,000 tons. That's a decent-sized battle cruiser. And then the Slava Rossi, or the Slava Rossi, 9,100-ton heavy cruiser, and the Rurik, an 8,400-ton cruiser. All right, well, I'll probably just send all my destroyers away and send the battleships in to just murder. Honestly, I think we could probably just get away with sending a single battleship in to fight these guys, but yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'm confident in our ability to take these guys down, so I will tell everybody to hold. I will send everybody but one battleship. Whoever's leading the charge will be our hero, our champion. We will send a single ship to fight that entire fleet. What up, Meddler? Good timing, my dude. You got here just in time to see our first and probably only naval battle of this war with Russia. We will designate a single champion to fight their fleet. That looks like a pretty old design for a battleship. Their design for their battle cruiser doesn't look that much better either. and then their heavy cruisers are just a joke. I mean, look at the size of our destroyer versus the size of their heavy cruiser. Just put that in perspective. Alright. Oh god. We've already opened fire. Hold fire! Alright, detach. Alright, turn off all torpedoes, turn off main guns, secondary guns, and retreat. Alright, Rey Don Francisco de Assis. I just murdered that. I'm sorry to all the Spanish speakers out there. But we'll just call him Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio, go get him! Oh my god, we already landed a hit. That doesn't bode well for these guys. What up, Noriko? Cuz, good to see you guys. Welcome. You guys got here just in time, man. Just in time to see the only fight of the war so far that wasn't a land battle. Alright, secondaries are opening up. Huge hit. Let's just enjoy this, shall we? We have taken a hit. Pretty inconsequential so far. More good hits. Alright, let's try using AP for our next salvo and see if that works a little better here. Swing and a miss. Turn out. These guys are getting a little closer than I want them to be. Let's take a look at our adversaries real quick. So their battleship is here, the Imperator Alexander. Yeah, definitely an older Dreadnought for sure. A lot of secondaries, a couple of primaries here and there. Alright, let's look at the battlecruisers next. And this is definitely an old battlecruiser design. This is interesting. Definitely looks very Russian, I'll give them that. And then the heavy cruisers, I mean, yeah. Not particularly worrying. There's a good hit on the heavy cruiser and a flood. Still rotating the main guns around. Try to put some distance between us. More flooding on the heavy cruiser. I would expect that to be our first kill. He's still hanging in there. He's getting very lucky to still be alive. Oh, we just took a nasty hit there. That's a 16-inch gun from a battlecruiser. All right. Screw the heavy cruisers. Start shooting at those battlecruisers. That was a big hit from the battlecruiser. I didn't realize they had 16-inch guns. We got far too close for that. Swing and a miss. Another salvo incoming. Took it. Got flooding, but we actually overpinned him. Alright, let's try HE then. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss again. Why are we missing so much? Back to the AP. Alright, swing it back around. There we go, got a flood, but we're still overpinning, which is not ideal. We also had our ammo detonated for our 6-inch guns. That explains why we took so much damage. Pretty well protected usually, so it's kind of crazy that we ended up having ammo detonation. There we go. That's better. More of that. Overkill. We have the power, but it seems like we have too much power. Swing and a miss. Also, I feel like the aiming isn't, like, updating. Like, we should have better accuracy than this. Like, we're only at 15 kilometers. I have no idea why our accuracy is so low. There we go. Another good hit, though. Caused a flood, too. We should be much more accurate than this. Okay, we just took another big hit. We're also taking on some water. Come on, Rey Mysterio. We need you, baby. Alright, let's get those guys coming back, just in case. I still think we're going to beat them, but... I think we got one of their battle cruisers. Okay, first kill. Go ahead and get rid of the other one. Slow down a little bit. Maybe that'll help our accuracy. got some flooding. It's at the back of the ship. Huge hit. Very nice. More flooding as well. Go ahead and rotate back around. Definitely seems to be some accuracy issues, and I don't know why. Like, in theory, we've got all the things that we need to make this thing absolutely accurate as hell. But we are getting screwed over. There we go. That should put a hurting on him. Like, something's going on with the accuracy because it's not improving. Usually as you shoot more at the target, like, your accuracy gets better, right? And ours just isn't. It's staying at like 13%. So there's got to be something going on with the, like, accuracy. Another big hit, though. More flooding. Starting to bring him down closer. Battleship's got 12.5-inch guns, so he's no slouch. We gotta keep that in mind. There we go. Now we're starting to put more shots on target. Let's go, baby. He's flooding all over the place. Let's get one more good hit just to make sure. More flooding. And that should do it. Switch targets to the battleship. We are only 9 kilometers away from this battleship, so I would expect us to ruin this man. All over pins. We did get a flood, though. He got a partial pin at this range. And that'll be the end of that battleship. Speed up. I lied. Apparently he's still alive. Well, if he is, he's not going to be for much longer. Two-inch gun setting fires. Huge hit. And down goes the battleship. Alright. Now all that's left is these little turd burglars over here. Go ahead and switch to HE. Good hits. A couple of more decent hits like that should be able to knock that guy out. Down he goes. And then there was one. The Slava. My God. Damn near death struck that man from full health with one salvo. What up, Capri? Welcome to the stream. Down he goes. Captain Brian, appreciate you dropping in as well. Welcome to the stream. We did lose. We had a couple of unfortunate issues there, but for the most part, that was never in any doubt. Let's be real. They lost 5,400 sailors. We lost 200. Did 198,000 damage in total. So, very good win for us. We'll take it. Spartan has enforced Saiyan rules of solo combat. The Russians still do not stand a chance. You're not wrong. Appreciate it, Thor. Can you use barbettes for secondaries? Yes, there are secondary barbettes. Problem with that is it's like only capable of being in like specific areas, unfortunately. All right, so the war up here, we are about halfway done taking Belarus. We're still several months out from taking Azerbaijan as well. All right. Can we poke the Germans? Let's poke the Germans. Germans keep ignoring us because reasons. So the Russians have 0 ships again. They sent their entire fleet after us, and they got wiped out by a single vessel. Their naval invasion is failing. We got 3 more months to repel that naval invasion. We got probably 4 or 5 months until Belarus belongs to us. And probably 6 months before Azerbaijan belongs to us. Next. Keep poking the Germans. Yeah, so we're getting about 10% per month. So we're 3 months out from taking Belarus. And then we are... yeah, probably 5 or 6 months out from taking Azerbaijan. Haven't seen any like new land invasions yet, so we're still holding out for that. That's why we haven't attacked these 2 ports yet. So I want to take their territory. So we got to wait till these land invasions finish up. What are we going to do when we finish with Spain? Probably... I kind of want to do like a Russian playthrough. Or Austria-Hungary. Or China. It's one of those 3. But it'll be back to a normal playthrough. course on legendary difficulty, but like normal in the sense that I'm not going to be giving myself future tech. Okay. Next. What up, AVM? How's it going? Got to enjoy UAD's absolute clown vanilla balance in multiplayer, didn't you? I did play the multiplayer with Brother Monroe, and yeah, it's definitely got a long ways to go before it can ever be released, but it's not a bad start. Just gotta work on it. Our economy is growing, and the government asks your opinion on where to allocate the funds. It's just allocate it in GDP. Why not? Okay, we repelled their naval invasion at southern Finland. Shocker. Turns out if you don't have a navy, you can't really navally invade anybody. Who'd have thunk it? The Germans, let's keep poking. That actually jumped up quite a bit. Try one more poke, and then we'll let it simmer for a bit. Just trying to keep the Germans close to go, like, angry with us, because they will be our next and final adversary. As soon as we wrap up taking all the territory from the Russians. So we are 2 months out from taking Belarus. Probably 5 months out from taking Azerbaijan. Things are going well. When is the next ARC stream? Probably tomorrow? Question mark? Probably tomorrow. I've been enjoying that playthrough. It'll be probably another building stream where we add on to our base. I gotta build my dino pin. I've gotta maybe do a little bit of other stuff. We'll see. All right, so we will let our relations with the Germans simmer for now. We're at minus 30. We don't need to go too crazy there. Yep, we're very close here, and then this one should wrap up next month. So Belarus will be ours next month, which is huge. Then hopefully that triggers some invasions over in this area. All right, Belarus is ours. I can't guarantee it'll be tomorrow, Ladon, but I'm thinking it will be. Oh, we're invading Latvia. That's what I was worried about. If we invade these and win, then we're going to end up taking away their territory, or their ability. They're just going to collapse. I wanted to take their territories out here before we invaded these, but I don't have any control over the land battle. So if they end up taking these two ports, we just kind of whoop them. They will collapse. That is their final ports, I believe. So yeah, they have 2 ports. So this is all they got. Tallinn and Riga. We're a couple of months out from Azerbaijan. Peace! You mother... God! Ugh, I hate this game when it does this. Why? Why peace? I'm taking your property. Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan are mine. You sons of bitches. Peace. You son of a... We were like 1 fucking month away from taking this too. At least we've got Siberian Russia surrounded. We've got these guys. I'm pissed. You're done, Russia. You're done. You done pissed me the hell off. God dang it. Should have just murdered them. Should have just murdered them. Politics. Russia. Increased tension. You're mine. You are mine, sunshine. You have royally pissed me off now. God dang it. Why the hell would we sue, or why would we allow peace? In what world? Not mine. So annoying. So annoying, man. Because that's just delaying us for longer, for no reason. So be it. Next! And I can only try to get against them, like, or increase the tension every other month too. So it's going to take a while for us to get to a point, and they're probably going to ignore us a few times. It's a whole thing. Actually, I have a better idea. I have a better idea. I mean, we're at minus 21. I don't need to necessarily go crazy here. I was about to like quit, save the game, quit, go out, edit my game save to make them hate us again. Little bastards. Little bastards. You will be mine, okay? At least we got their territory here. Like, that was the thing. So now the only territory they have is these two, this one, and then these two. So, we'll see. Might work out in our favor. Just annoying more than anything. Dag nabbit. Can't poke them again, so I gotta wait a turn. What up, football? How's it going? How long has this campaign been going? Since 1890, so we are officially 41 years into the campaign. I think I am going to do that. Hold that thought, guys. Let's go ahead and make a second game save just to make sure that if I screw anything up. Alright, quick game. I didn't mean to quit all the way out. Alright, bear with me, folks. I'm going to edit the relations between me and Russia to get us to be on the verge of war again. That way we ain't got to sit here forever. Let's go with this. Convert to JSON. Let's pull this up. Let's go open in new tab. And then open this. And then go here. Open from disk. Home. Ultimate Admiral. Save 4. Edit. Relations. And this will be Spain with Russia. Let's make that minus 99.0. Blah. Save to disk. Open up the downloads. Copy. Move you to my backup. Okay. Replace. Paste. Rename. Beautiful. Back in here. Convert JSON. Continue campaign. All right, so if I did this correctly, our politics relations with Russia should now be at 99. And it is. Beautiful. It's that simple, folks. They think that they can avoid me. I am inevitable. You cannot escape me, you little turds. You're just delaying the inevitable. All right. So when we go forward, we probably be threatened by Russia here. So we'll see how this goes. On our next World of Warships vid, can you do Bayern class in the German BB line? A serious incident has occurred which involves Russia. One of their profound politicians was assassinated. I bet he was the one that declared peace. And their government accuses us, and are we behind it? Damn right we're behind it. They want war, we'll give it to them. And we're back at war. Well, that was quick. Screw you, Russia! Alright, let's see. Hopefully we can start the land invasions of Siberia, of Azerbaijan, and Armenia very quickly here. Or Armenia. I don't know if you've seen my playlist on my Path to the Bismarck series, but I go through that line in detail if you're interested. Including the Bayern. Okay, we are starting our land invasion of Azerbaijan. Good. Unfortunately, we have not started our invasion of Siberia and Russia. Okay. Beautiful. Next turn. Yeah, if you're ever interested, I've gotten almost every line of the battleships done in terms of their path to the tier 7s. I stopped them at tier 7s because we didn't have tier 8s at the time, but everything up to tier 7, I go in detail from tier 3 up to tier 7. Their armor profiles, how I play them, how best to utilize them, where their weaknesses are, so that if you're up against them, you can fight them easier as well. And that's for all of the lines, and a lot of the cruisers as well. So if you're ever interested in more details on specific ships, highly recommend you check out my Path 2 playlists. All right, we have a light cruiser that has decided to choose death. It has 2 5-inch guns. Wow. You know what? I'll send my destroyer after this guy. I'm going to take my destroyer and murder this light cruiser. And that's assuming that we don't just fire and kill the light cruiser right out the gate with our battleships before I can stop it. What up, DefMax, as well? Appreciate you dropping in. Okay, I did manage to stop it. So we want a single destroyer. We'll send Diamante, or Diamante. Everybody else. Turn your guns off, please. Torpedoes off as well. And retreat. Speed up time. It's up to Diamante to take down this light cruiser. I believe in you. We're capable of 33 knots. It'll be interesting to see how fast this light cruiser is capable of going. No, I don't stream on Twitch. I've thought about it, I just haven't actually done it. I think Twitch would probably be a good place for me, to be honest, because a lot of people just don't come to YouTube to watch live streams, whereas Twitch, that's what they're all about. So I feel like I would probably have a better audience in terms of when I play these off-the-shelf games instead of just World of Warships Legends. Obviously, when it's World of Warships Legends, I'm always going to have that audience, but it would be nice to get some more of that audience when I'm playing other games as well. Tomorrow's a big day for you. Very nice. Hope everything goes well for whatever's going on. We are closing on this guy. We're currently at 38 kilometers and closing. It's going to take a little bit of time to run him down. He is trying to run away. Can't say that I blame him. But running away is only going to get you dead tired. You're only going to die tired, Sunshine. Your old light cruiser is simply not going to stand toe-to-toe with this destroyer. Sorry. Hate to break it to you. We can keep an eye on how far away we are by just keeping him selected and putting the marker on my ship. You got a football game tomorrow. We'll hope everything goes well. I'm assuming by football you're probably outside the United States and you are a, you're talking about soccer, if I had to guess. Because when I think of football here in the U.S., like, it's usually a fall sport. Is it American football? Oh, okay. So they actually have football that's open in like the spring and summer? I guess maybe spring training, spring camps. I don't know. Are you a part of like an outside league or something? You play running back and linebacker. Nice. Must be fast and strong. It's like tryouts. Ah, got you, my dude. Well, I wish you the best, man. Give it everything you got. The only thing holding you back is you, so you got this. I'm sure you'll do fine, man. Get you some good sleep. Get you some good sleep. Wake up in the morning. Get you some carbs. Get ready to go, man. It's for a spring league now called the UFL. Nice. I played mostly basketball when I was younger. I played basketball all the way up through when I graduated high school. Wasn't very good at it. I was a bench warmer, but everybody cheered me on when I got on the court. That's for sure, because I was always entertaining. I gave everything I had every time I got on the court. So, like, it was one of those situations. I was never very good. I played good defense. Defense was my thing. I couldn't shoot to save my life, but defense was my thing. And I always gave 100% when I was on the floor. But I did go out for football my senior year in high school. I wish I'd have got into football sooner. But I ended up playing defensive tackle and offensive tackle. I kind of wish I would have gotten into a defensive end because for my size, I'm actually decently quick. So I did really good when I was put up against the end, like when I was going up against offensive tackles, because I was usually quicker than the tackle was off the line, so I could get past them and chase the quarterback down. But I did really well at that. I didn't do so well on the interior. But yeah, I was 6 foot. I was 6'1" and 270 pounds in high school. So like, it was all about the line for me. I'm not Brock Lesnar, okay? Brock Lesnar is a freaking monster. But for my size, I'm pretty quick. All right, we're officially opening fire on the light cruiser. Only 14 kilometers away. All right, let's hold for now. I want to wait till we actually get close enough to be useful. I don't want to waste all my armor piercing and stuff. So we're currently at 12 kilometers, or 12.5 kilometers in closing. He's capable of only 24 knots, so that's why we've been able to catch up to him so quick. You're only JV, but you've been doing really good. Awesome, man. Do I ever watch sports? I watch college football. That's the main sport that I watch. All right, turn the guns on. We don't have much in the way of armor, so kind of hoping that we can do some damage here. So far, we've been struggling. Wow, that's a long ways. I can't see. Ouch. I can't believe we're doing so little damage to this thing. Like, what is its armor? It's like maxed out. Trying to stay like right behind him so that he minimizes how much guns he can get on target here. Dude, our accuracy is fucking awful. All right. Open the angle. Get some torps away. Hope that we hit him with a torp or so. Okay, we got 2 torpedo hits. This should be absolutely devastating. Despite taking 2 torpedo hits, he's still alive though. And thus still a threat. We're almost completely out of HE. Yeah, I definitely made a misplay here, thinking that I was going to be able to take this thing down. I didn't expect us to struggle this much. I'll be real honest. Like, we've got 5-inch guns. It's not like we got little guns. We also have our 3-inch guns. Alright, which side is he listing to? Alright, so we need to approach from the left side. Surely we can go through at this angle. I'm going for it. Like, at this point, I'm selling out on it. He blew up my freaking 4-inch guns. Well, Diamante, it appears that you have not passed the challenge. You have crippled him. Still waiting for these guys to catch up, though. They are a long ways away. Lord have mercy. They are a long ways away. Yeah, we're 225 kilometers away. Good Lord. Yeah, I don't think we're going to wait for that. I think we just disengage and Diamante gets made fun of for failing to take down the light cruiser. I guess I underestimated the power of their light cruiser this time. We had AP. Like, we legitimately were only shooting AP. But it goes down as a defeat, technically. Even though I feel like we did more damage to them, but our ship is more expensive, probably, so that's why it's a defeat. I do play Ark. I play a little bit of sports games here and there. I play a little bit of everything. But, what up, Arrow Boy? How's it going? But yeah, Ark has been a big thing recently. We're playing Ark Survival Ascended, if you're interested in that. There's a new playlist up for that. It's got 4 or 5 streams in it now. So several hours worth of content if you're interested. It's a lot of fun. Especially if you like hearing me scream like a little girl as I get chased down by dinosaurs. All right, well, in that case, next. All right, football man, good luck with your tryout today. Hopefully everything goes to plan. Get you some sleep, get you some carbs in the morning, and you got this. Ah, the light cruiser has failed to escape. Well, I think I know how to deal with him now. There is only one way that we can deal with this light cruiser, who has dealt us a humiliating defeat. There is but one way that we deal with the humiliating defeat, and that is to make sure that they never make it home to tell anybody. Will I make new DDs? No. There's no reason for it. I mean, we took a destroyer to try to take down a light cruiser, and just got unlucky. But don't worry, that light cruiser won't be around too long. Those shells are about the size of your ship. And all it takes is one of them. We will eventually hit you, you little turd. Ooh, that was close. I cannot believe we have not hit them. They've had to... Oh, there we go. I was going to say, I cannot believe we haven't hit them. Immediately we hit them. Dude, imagine being on this ship right now. I just think about this. Imagine that this is what you've already gotten your butt kicked by a destroyer, and now you just see this raining in from hell. And you don't even know what's shooting at you. You just know that there's just shells falling everywhere. We just hit him again. He's still not dead yet. This guy's getting so lucky to just not be removed yet. Hope the 6-inch guns are getting ready to start firing. Another good hit. And down he goes. Like I said, there's only one way that this fight ends, and that is with your immediate removal from the existence of the Earth. You dare humiliate us? I think not. I mean, that light cruiser could only do 24.5 knots. He wasn't really that fast. Our battleships were faster than he is. It was just that we were at ×5. He started so far away. He started beyond 40 kilometers away from us. So we had to run him down. Okay, we've got another major offensive starting at Latvia. Okay, keep it going. All right, we are sending in 780,000 troops from Lithuania into Latvia. We are also still invading at Azerbaijan. Still waiting for an invasion of Siberian Russia at some point. Be nice if that would happen. Well, I'm glad you're able to drop in, Aaron. Have a good rest of your night as well, Dragon. Appreciate you dropping in. Get some sleep. Good morning, Edward. Welcome to the stream. Hope you have a great day, my dude. We've invaded by land, by sea, all the things. Most of their territory we took by naval invasions. Alright. So the land invasions are going okay. Just trying to wait it out. He came, he saw, he conquered. You're not wrong. Like I said, the only reason this war is still going on is because I have chosen not to invade the last two ports, hoping that we could get the land invasions to finish taking all of their territory before we take those two ports. 7 billion population? How? It's like the entire population of the entirety of Earth. You fixed your notifications? Awesome. Glad to hear it. Oh, we got a big fight! We got a big fight! They got 2 battle cruisers with 16.3-inch guns, a couple of heavy cruisers, and a couple of light cruisers versus our major fleet. So this one should be fun. Let's pause. All of the destroyers can turn off their torpedoes and retreat. And then these guys can all get in a division, go forward. Let's get into an abreast formation, please. Focus the battle cruisers first. battlecruiser. These guys do have torpedoes, so let's make sure that we turn the torpedo avoidance on. Torps, torps, torps. Flash fire. Now you can fire at will. Alright, let's go into a line ahead formation. Try to get everybody kind of stacked up a little bit better here. Bit of a clustered mess at the moment. Cruiser. Let's turn ourselves back around. Good hits. I'm still using the mods. I still keep them updated. But I'm trying to make sure that we get through this campaign quick enough that I don't have to worry about any more issues. We're being shoved off course by our own freaking guys. What the hell is going on? Lord have mercy. What a mess. There was one. More good shot should take him out. Fucker. Keep your torpedoes to yourself, you little bastard. Alright. We did lose 28 crew members, which is surprisingly low considering the amount of absolute clusterfuck that there was there for a little bit. But, yeah. Pretty easy fight. As expected. Alright, so we're about halfway done with the land invasion down here. And we're a quarter of the way done up there. The Russians, again, have been reduced to having a single ship in their navy, and they are currently building 5. I mean, the Russian army has been reduced to only having 169,000 troops. Their home state province or population is only 10.5 million now. So, in theory, we should be able to remove them. Also, how did they manage to bring out 5 more heavy cruisers and a battleship while they were only building 5 ships? They're literally just cheating. They're literally just spawning ships out of nowhere. And the developer says that this doesn't happen. Like, they were only building 5 ships. They only had a single heavy cruiser. How did they manage to get 6 new ships and they're building 4 more in 1 month? They are cheating. Plain and simple. All right, like 4 more months and we will have this. Still nobody invading Siberian Russia. Oh, here comes a couple of more. They got a couple heavy cruisers and a battleship. I wonder how this will fight, or this fight will play out. Hey, it's the Bismarck class. It was a pair of battleships, the biggest ever built for Nazi Germany's Kriegsmarine. Their construction started shortly before the outbreak of World War II. Bismarck had a maximum displacement of 50,300 tons, a main battery of 4 twin 15-inch guns, and could reach a speed of 30 knots. Tirpitz was completed 1 year later and had a slightly larger displacement, stronger engines, different AA gun arrangement, and 21-inch deck torpedo launchers. Maybe Germany sold them some ships. Okay, they're officially firing back at us. Let's target the battleship first. We're overpinning a battleship with high explosives. How that works. Didn't overpin him that time. Goodbye, battleship. look at the secondaries firing off these battleships, man. That is a lot of 6-inch shells going down range. Once again, Ray Dawn is trying to, like, screw us over. Like, what is he doing? It's the second time in a row he's just overrun the formation because he's a moron. Like, I don't know what's going on, but he's obnoxious. The primary weapons and the secondaries, man, these guys don't stand a chance. It's just unrelenting firepower. They don't know the difference between the shells. And down he goes. Keep cheating and I keep sinking them. I don't care. At this point, there is nothing you can do, Russia. You're done. There's nothing you can do. I still got to record a video for tomorrow as well. For World of Warships. All right. 52% of the way for Latvia and 70% for Azerbaijan. Okay. Now, they only have 3 ships, and they are currently building 3 ships. Let's see how they end up in the next turn. We are blockading them as well. Now they have 5 ships. So they just built a light cruiser and a battle cruiser, and they have another ship building. It's not going to matter. We're still going to crush them. Next. I'm assuming you meant with the Napoli video. All right, 3 heavy cruisers versus our smaller fleet. So this will be a little bit interesting, but shouldn't be a problem. I mean, the Conquistador and the Brillante should have no trouble taking down a couple of heavy cruisers. Worst case scenario, I can always jump in and check out some of the videos people sent me and maybe do a video like community replay for tomorrow. Been a while since we've done one. The HE seems to be our best bet against these cruisers, because we just overpin if we shoot the AP at them. This is the normal speed. I do like occasionally slowing it down because you get to see the animations of the guns loading and stuff. Where the barrel's lower down into loading position. There you see the guns coming back up into firing position. Last barrel is ready. Fire the guns! There you go. Torpedoes in the water. All right, let's fire AP now. See what happens. That'll be him gone. Beautiful. Hopefully that was satisfactory for you get to hear the secondaries and stuff fire normally. I don't actually have the Yoshino. That's why I can't play the Yoshino, by the way. All right, so 2 more months and Azerbaijan will be ours. Probably 4 months, 3 months max. We'll go 3 months. 3 months should be the takeover of Latvia. Collingwood vid. I don't feel like it was that long ago that we played Collingwood. Oh, look. The battlecruiser Rostov with the Admiral Spiridov. Beetle. Hey, look, it's the Montaignes. I know you guys can't see anything, but neither can I. Unfortunately, the weather is a thing. Uncle Stir Fry, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you dropping in, my dude. Battle cruiser. One. And then there was none. What up, Zoe? Appreciate you dropping in. Hope you're having a great morning as well. Or night, depending on where you're at. Welcome to the stream, though. Appreciate everybody who's joining us. We're getting close to ending the war with Russia. We're very close. Very close. All right. Russia still apparently has 2 more ships. A battleship and a heavy cruiser. They are currently building 1 ship. And right there's their fleet, so. Alright, this will finish in like 3 months. This should finish next month. Very nice. Alright, so now we've initiated another invasion of Latvia. Would have preferred to see them start taking Armenia next. Or even Siberian Russia, you know. But I don't have control over that, so let's just keep it going. What is our army currently at? We are currently... Our army's actually lower than expected. We've dropped off to 28.9 million. But probably don't need that many. We do have a little bit of unrest, so we could probably go ahead and do that. They are the ones that are violating human rights, not us. We may be conquerors, but we are not monsters. All right, government, you got 2 more provinces to attack. Come on. Well, 3 technically, but I'll take this one, so I want you to focus on one of these other 2. Next. Latvia is officially ours. And that leaves just 3 provinces left for Russia. And we have officially begun our invasion of Armenia. Beautiful. Love to see it. Would still love to see this getting invaded. But it's a start. Keep it going. All right, let's go ahead and move this fleet back over to Germany's area. This looks like it'll take maybe 10 months. Still refusing to attack either of the other 2 provinces. All right. Russia has been reduced to under 8 million population. Their army is just 131,000 now. And they are officially concerned. Shocker. A little late for concern, don't you think? Don't worry, it'll be over soon. It will be over soon. If by the time that we finish taking this territory in Armenia, if they don't manage to start a land invasion here, I'm just going to go ahead and grab this. So, and that will end the war. So, should be over by the end of 1933 for Russia. And we've already initiated a land invasion of Estonia now, so never mind. Borneo's new leader is currently considered a threat for Spain due to some recent mishaps in the shared borders. Tension between the two countries increases dangerously and a major offensive. So that should be down here. Yeah, we're going to attack Borneo. Very nice. So that'll freaking finish up taking all of that. Very nice. I don't have to do anything there. The only thing that's left, I would have liked to have gotten this, but it looks like they are going to end up ungoverned, which means as soon as the campaign, or as soon as the stream ends, I'll add them in, because there's no reason for them to be by themselves ungoverned. We would just add them to our empire. But yeah, everything's looking good for the moment. Next. Almost to 60 likes, too. Thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate all y'all. If you haven't, and you enjoy what I do, punch that like button. %53%. Still haven't initiated a land invasion of the Siberian Russia yet. About 4 or 5 months out from finishing the invasion of Armenia. Then it is 10 months, maybe, and the war's over. Hopefully it'll be by the end of the 1933. And that leads us into our final conflict with Germany that we will start in the next episode. What up, Arrow Boy? Appreciate you. And you guys crushed it. Straight over 60 likes. Thank you guys so much, man. Knew you guys could do it. Appreciate you. I mean, in fairness, there's only really 2 of us, maybe 3 of us that I know of that like do consistent Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts content. Stealth does, but Brother Monroe does, I do. Like that's about the only 3 that I know of that does consistent Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts content. There have been others, but I don't think they continue to do it. What do you mean I didn't do it properly in terms of MD Hansen? Alright, well, let's keep it going. Clearly this is not going to get invaded. So now we're just waiting for these two to wrap up. Fuck off, Russia! God dang it, man! You are pissing me off. That is the second time you've done that horseshit. Nah, you're fucking done, son. You are fucking done. I am not playing this fucking game with you anymore, you little bastards. You little bastards. I'm done with you. Quit fucking playing around, you bastards. God, that is so annoying, man. Like, I'm right on the fucking verge of conquering their goddamn territory, and it just miraculously, oh, it's peace. Fuck off. We'll see about that, sunshine. We will see about that. So annoying. When I said this was going to end by the end of 1933, I meant it, game. Now, you may want to be trying to stop me, but all you're doing is pissing me off. Fucking bullshit, man. That's our territory. Fucking one turn away from capturing the shit and they fucking call peace again. Fuck them. Increase tension, please. We're gonna naval invade these mother truckers and be done with it. This war is over. This war is over! Little turds. Think you can outsmart me, huh? You think you can outsmart me? Well, I have the ultimate power, sunshine. You can't outsmart me. Because MD Anson's mod is for different game versions, and again, inconsistency will cause save corruption due to tech tree Making Unity do false references. Yeah, so I mean, I always download the latest version of the mod before I start the next thing. So every time the game gets updated, MD Hansen and Brother Monroe update their mods, and then I update their mods files before I launch the game. War! War never changes. Politics. Naval invasion. Get it done. I'm done with you. Done with you, Russia. Keep playing around. Little turds. Alright, so this will take 5 months. Of course it will. So it'll end in like February of next year. God dang it. Just had to make me freaking wait a little bit longer, didn't you, game? Just had to. The Volya and the Severnaya Zvezda. Good God. I can't even say those words. Next stream title, there can be only one. Not bad. Not too shabby. Where are you going, sunshine? You thought there was peace? I don't think so. Come on, boys, hit the target. That's better. How they can't get our freaking formations to like stop running over each other. There is no reason for our formation to be trying to run over each other right now. Look at that, I'm getting pit maneuvered by my own ships. The hell is even going on, man? It's called formation. Learn it. Big dum-dums. It goes. Not gonna lie, that kind of looks like those Russian freaking battlecruisers we've been going up against. Alright, so this will be over in 4 months. Two more months. The Yekaterinburg? 17.4-inch guns on a battlecruiser? Dude, that thing can't have armor at all. Or maybe it can, I don't know. It's 33,000 tons. Should be interesting. Can't wait to see it. And sink it. I'm not gonna touch anything. I'm gonna see if they maintain formation. I bet they don't. Let's take a look at this battlecruiser real quick. Alright, holy mother of God. Dude, those guns look massive on this skinny little tiny ship. What the hell? That is the most Russian battleship battlecruiser I've ever seen in my life. Alright, let's take this thing a little bit more seriously here. Let's get the destroyers out of here. Alright, you guys are going to turn off your torpedoes and retreat. San Rafael, you are going to lead the charge. Do us proud. Look at this thing. They've already taken a hit. It doesn't even have main guns over the bow. I was wondering why they weren't shooting at us. They can't shoot us with the main guns unless they give us a broadside. All they've got is the freaking secondaries. Well, that's a stupid design. At least if you're gonna just charge straight at us, might as well try to like turn and run. Load up the armor piercing, please. Good lord. Oh, and we get a flash fire. Those giant turrets come popping off. Oh, that's hilarious. The guy legitimately, they built a ship that they could not use their main guns unless they went full broadside, and then decided to charge straight at me without ever being able to fire their turrets. Oh, Lord have mercy. At least if you're gonna build that kind of a design, like kite, turn away, get your main guns firing, give yourself a chance. That's hilarious. 17.4 inches is about the size of a gun the nuclear land artillery vehicles wielded in Soviet Union. Really? That's a large artillery piece, man. Put that into perspective. The United States, we had the M53, which was an 8-inch artillery. It was a howitzer capable of firing a nuclear shell, but and then we had nuclear shells for the 16-inch guns that were naval shells. But for land artillery to be a 16-inch gun, that's kind of crazy. Or a 17-inch gun. Like, that's really big for land artillery. I know France had some, like, mortars on coastal defense platforms that were pretty massive. And I know Gustav and stuff like that the Germans built, the rail guns, the actual, like, railway guns. Those were pretty big, but that's, like, the largest guns ever fielded that I know of, like, on land anyway. Like, the United States tested some 16-inch guns and stuff, and 18-inch guns, but they were not meant for land. They were meant for naval. Anyway, next month the Soviet Union falls. Finally. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The railway gun, the Gustav gun, whatever you want to call it. Like, it was massive. But again, that's really rare. Like, there's a lot of resources goes into that sort of thing. That's why it's pretty rare for land, because it's not easy to move over land. On the ocean, it's much easier to build a ship and you move things around. But over land, it's a whole different story. You got bridges to worry about, like weight capacities and stuff like that on everything. Like, it's a lot harder to move that kind of firepower over land than it is on sea. And then you got the issue of once the enemy finds it, they can take it out relatively easily. Because where's it going to go? It can't go anywhere quickly. So getting rid of it is, a couple bombing sorties away. All right. So next month, the Soviet Union capitulates because they no longer have any ports. The only territories we didn't manage to capture were Armenia, and Siberian Russia. But of course, once we finish this, we will add them to our empire. Because let's be honest, that's what would happen in real life. They wouldn't just sit there completely ungoverned. Our government would step in and take them. So that's what we will be doing. Let's go ahead and start moving our ships into position to start our invasion of Germany next. That'll be pretty good for us. From a politics standpoint, we are going to try to increase tension with Germany. And we will finish out the year. Soviet Union has officially dissolved. And like I said, Siberian Russia and Armenia should hopefully get taken, or won't get taken. Then we'll add them to our thing. But that's where we're going to go ahead and end today's episode. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We managed to take down another nation, and that leaves just one more nation. Just Germany. That's it. It's just Spain and Germany. For who is going to rule the world? I've got my favorite in the fight, so we'll see how it goes. But in the next episode, next Sunday, we will have probably our finale, because I would imagine this isn't going to take more than one episode. But we will try to get our finale for taking down all of Germany and their territories. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this playthrough so far. Don't forget, next Sunday, be with us. And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.